Hello and welcome, Kelly and Chelsea's Fireside Chats for Embodied Training Institute. We welcome you back. We are today going to be talking about an upcoming training of Chelsea's Somatic Interventions, Yoga and Movement for Perinatal Mental Health.
Yeah.
So, Chelsea, tell us about this course. It sounds so interesting.
Oh, I'm very excited for this course in particular because it's bringing so much of my own expertise to kind of together under one hat, one place. So for those of you kind of who are new to our channel or don't know us as individuals yet, I am a therapist with specific training in perinatal mental health. I'm also a trained and certified yoga therapist. So this is kind of like the best of all the world kind of coming together in this training. So I designed this 3-hour on-demand training to explore how movement and somatic practices can be integrated into mental health therapy to support pregnant and postpartum women. Specifically, women kind of bringing in these somatic interventions and yoga movement because so much of a birthing person's journey is really uh, such a personal and physical experience. I know looking back at my own pregnancies thus far, just this shift while, being pregnant and then the postpartum experience are so different in so many ways. That pregnancy period, like not recognizing your body, kind of a little bit of disembodiment or hyper awareness of like, hey, something feels different. Like, is something wrong? Is this okay? This is all new. And then the postpartum journey, where really we're looking at, all right, things are different. There's more space in the body, even as we're kind of coming back to, an empty womb, right? Like, skin looks a little bit different. Our shape is a little bit different. Our hips are a little bit wider. And so, how do we kind of create a space for us to bring awareness at the same time, kind of coming back to ourselves, recognizing, oh, we are a different person than we were pre baby. Um, and so, really, what I wanted to bring for any clinician who's working with someone in this population, whether pregnancy or postpartum, is to help them to feel comfortable to recognize, we can go into some of this somatic and body-based awareness in talk therapy. We can do small interventions, whether, we're looking at some kind of meditation or body awareness scan, or we can do some kind of soft, gentle movement to really support that kind of coming back to self place, just as a way to recover from birth or reduce anxiety postpartum or in pregnancy to foster that connection to self again.
That sounds really interesting. So I am all of a sudden super inspired to come to this. Do you have to have any specific certification? I know that you are a yoga therapist.
Mhm.
What if you're not? Can you still come to this training as a therapist?
Absolutely. So when you walk away with this training and you just as a therapist, you're going to have um, practiced and kind of felt through many exercises. So for example, I'm going to walk you through some of the grounding poses that we use specifically in kind of yoga therapy or yoga classes that are very easy for clients to access in the therapy room. And so we're going to go through a few of those that are really take homes that anyone can lead. We'll talk about some kind of meditative practices and you'll have access to those scripts. And there's also going to be some kind of somatic release exercises, again with a script that you'll practice, and then you'll be able to take that into the therapy room with you. So to go back to your initial question, this is a course that anyone can come to, whether they have yoga background or not, whether they have meditation background or not, somatic certification in, or that could be like a first time exposure for all of those things for a clinician. Everyone's welcome, and you will leave with something that you can use in real time after the course.
That's great. And without going into too much detail, of course, we can't go over the whole 3 hour training right now, but how would you, as this trainer, encourage clinicians to introduce this topic of somatic movement or gentle yoga in a talk therapy session?
Oh, well, it's so case dependent.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of times when we're working kind of with this population, they're there are topics that are often coming up for our clients on the couch, whether that's, body image issues or maybe some anxiety or irritability on either side, right? Pre-birth or post-birth. Um, and so whenever something like that comes into the room and maybe talking isn't kind of getting to the root of the issue, kind of bringing something thematically into the room really is helpful for kind of opening another pathway to think about it, to experience it and have a new understanding or lived experience.
Great. And to kind of wrap up, if you were to grant every person who took this training one wish, what would be your wish as they were to leave the training?
Ooh, what is my one wish? My one wish would be that they would take away and feel really competent in presenting at least one of the exercises that we go through in this training unit. And I think that even if it's just one small exercise or activity that they can use with clients and feel like, oh no, like I'm grounded in this myself, and I feel confident bringing that forward to my client, I think that would be such a win. Because we do have a little bit of taste for many types of therapists. Maybe therapists don't use mindfulness as much, but the body awareness is more their thing. Maybe it's someone who is more apt to using kind of those physical interventions. Maybe they're a kinesthetic person themselves. Um, so there's really something for all learning styles, all therapist styles. So yeah, just that one thing. If they can take one of those activities into the room, I think that would be a great win.
Great. Well, I'm so excited. So let's share with everyone, how do we sign up for this training? You said it's virtual only. So how
Yeah.
do we find this training?
Yep. So our course, the Somatic Integration and Yoga Movement for Perinatal Mental Health, is under our on-demand section on our website. So if you go to embodiedlivinginstitute.org, you will see that right in the right-hand corner under the on-demand programs, and you'll be able to kind of click in and just start from there at your own pace.
Perfect. And that was Embodied Training
Oh my
Institute.org.
gosh.
I know. We're like throwing some pitches for
Oh,
embodied living counseling too, which you can, of course, visit our website there.
yeah.
But embodiedtraininginstitute.org. And I do believe we're on Instagram too, which
Yeah.
where this is probably where you're seeing this video right now.
Yes. So either visit us on our Instagram at Embodied TI or on our actual website, embodiedtraininginstitute.org.
Perfect. Thank you, Chelsea. I can't wait to check this out.
Thank you.
Bye.